obviously you've been doing social media for a long time now. How have you seen the shift over time? Where do you think it is now? And are there, dangers?
I think it's worse than ever now. I think
Yeah.
it's the worst ever. And I think that luckily, like I had everything happens for a reason, and there was a tragedy in my life that happens, and it makes me completely reevaluate my entire life and way of being. And I got sober. So
Mm.
I'm 3.5 years later. Well, three years and 2 months sober.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Every day counts. And we that event caused me to reevaluate my relationship with social media
Mm.
because it was very unhealthy in my life. It was the device by which I got external validation. I just posted so that people would tell me nice things about myself because I didn't have any self-esteem. Like
Mm.
everything that I had was forced or put upon, and fueled by, drugs and alcohol. So it's like, it was not a great look, honey.
Yeah.
It was not a great look. But through the process of getting sober, I got to discover like what it meant to actually believe in yourself, to actually like genuinely have validation from within and not without.
Mm-hmm.
And now my relationship with social media is so healthy. Like I mentioned earlier, like I like to post to make people smile and laugh, to spread
Yeah.
positivity, to actually affect change in this world, to let the world know that in this horrific political climate, like we can actually be part of the solution. And
Yeah.
that's where social media is so powerful. And I pray and I hope and I wish that every single person can learn the lessons that I learned from the film so that they can skip everything that I went through, and
Yeah.
they can skip it because it wasn't fun. I was absolutely like, just, I couldn't do anything without posting it. I
Yeah.
couldn't
You weren't
do
living in the
anything.
moment. You were living on the screen.
Yeah, I was like, everything was like, oh my God, this would be I remember when I was YouTubing and I was making 2 videos a week for 2.5 years, I wouldn't be looking at something from my perspective. I would be thinking about
Mm.
the angles of how to shoot my breakfast or like my lunch or like
So
me.
you'd see how other people would be looking at it.
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, this would make a good video. This would make it. And now I just get to live in the moment and I get to try to help people. And that's so much better.
Do you find yourself sliding ever, like thinking like that ever? Like occasionally you snap into it and then you have to shake yourself out?
Yeah, of course. I mean, we're
Yeah.
human beings, right? So there's no such thing as, overnight change. It's not possible. We
Yeah.
are wired a
It's a
certain way.
process.
It takes years and years and years to unwire your brain patterns and to retrain your thinking. But luckily, I have a really good program and a really great amount of support in my life so that I have constant people to fall back on. And also, like, like asking for help now.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. I think my biggest change in my life was like, before I was like, I can do everything myself. I don't need help from nobody.
Mm-hmm.
I've got this. And now I'm like, girl, I need help. I'm like, hello, let me call my friend. Let me just tell them what I'm going through. And then that help is there. And then I get to like move forward, which is,
Yeah.
that's the gift. That's the gift
I think
that
that's
I discovered
important.
through sobriety. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Well, it's nice to not, putting up this front every time you're out there. People actually know who you are now.
Exactly. A lot of people always say like, I'm so grateful, like I'm back, you're back. I think that that's the thing that I love to hear. It's not that I'm a different person. It's just like I'm back to the person that I was before I got so sidetracked by it all. And, fame is a fickle friend. It really,
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
it is a fickle friend. And I think the pursuit of fame is very fickle as well. And so I hope that people, when they watch this film, they can just be like, is that worth it? Like, is it worth selling my soul to get 1 million views? Like, is that worth it? And then just like have that dialogue with yourself and see what you come up with.
Yeah. It's nice to see Shazir's like moment in the movie where she has that realization. It's like, I think more people need to have that.
I think I was more like Shazir than I was like Kurt. That's for sure.
Yes, I hope so.
But I do think there are people out there right now that are dangerously close to Kurt's death. Like dangerously close. And I'm like, like I hope they see the film.
Right?
But also, like, it's just so much fun. Like, we're talking about it like it's like this preachy movie where you're like,
no.
You really don't have to. You don't have to learn anything. You can just watch it and have the best time because it's hysterical. It's really funny. I think it's funny.